In 1941, A. Philip Randolph, along with a few others, threatened a march on Washington to protest racial discrimination in war industries and to desegregation of the American armed forces. He also helped organize a march on Washington for jobs and freedom along with Martin Luther King Jr. on August 28, 1963. In 1947, Harry Truman issued an executive order desegregating the U.S. Army forces. He also approved a publication to secure these rights in 1948. The Brooklyn Dodgers was the first team to ever allow black players into the major leagues. Branch Rickey, which was the new president of the Dodgers, signed Jackie Robinson of the Kansas City Monarchs on October 23, 1945. Jack Roosevelt Robinson, better known as Jackie Robinson, was born on January 31, 1919 in Cairo, Georgia. Jackie was the first African American to play in the major leagues in the 20th century. He led the Brooklyn Dodgers to 6 National League titles. Playing for the Dodgers was a big task, but the biggest task of all is that no matter how much abuse he took, he could not fight back. The NAACP was formed on February 12, 1909. It is a non-profit organization established to ensure the political, educational, social, and economic equity of minority groups. It's one of the oldest civil rights organizations in the U.S. It is also credited for bringing the Browns case to the Supreme Court. It is stated that all states with a segregated education system desegregate their public schools. Because of the Brown versus the Board of Education ruling, the white Southerners formed the Citizens Council, with Robert Patterson of Indiana as leader, on July 11, 1954. It was similar to the Ku Klux Klan, except the members were doctors, lawyers, and other businessmen. It started off as a nonviolent organization, but as time passed, it turned violent. Emmett Till was born on July 25, 1941, and died on August 28, 1955. He was a 14-year-old boy visiting his family in Mississippi. He and a friend went to the Bryant store in Money, Mississippi, where he made a flirtatious remark to the store owner's wife, not realizing that the remark would cause him so much trouble. She told her husband, and 4 days later, he and a friend caught Till and beat him to death. 3 days later, 2 fishermen found his body with a 75-pound cotton gin fan tied to his neck with a barbed wire in the Tallahatchie River. His murder was noted as one of the leading events of the civil rights movement. Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to make room for a white passenger. She was arrested and put into jail, but was bailed out by the NAACP. Her arresting was the cause of the Montgomery bus boycott, which was staged by the Montgomery Improvement Association, the NAACP, and many other independent black leaders. The boycott lasted for about a year. Rosa Parks was the secretary of the Montgomery NAACP at the time and was tired of giving in. Martin Luther King Jr. was a natural-born leader. He was a 26-year-old Baptist pastor at the time of the Montgomery bus boycott. In 1957, he helped found the South Christian Leadership Conference, where he was the first president. He also did a march on Washington for jobs and freedom, where he did his first I Have a Dream speech.